Member for Penrith.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Can the Premier please update the House on the state budget?
I call the Premier.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Penrith for her question. And as it relates to economic investment and growth in the economy, I can report to the House that during the last term in government of the opposition, business investment accounted for just 11% of economic growth. Since the election of our government, business investment now accounts for 34% of economic growth in the state. During the last year in office of the previous government, and you'll remember that was during the period when the former Treasurer spent $28 billion in 9 months just before the election, private investment accounted for 4% of economic growth. In the last year to March 2026, business investment accounted for a massive 43% of economic growth in New South Wales. Mr Speaker, this is a budget and an economy that's relying on private sector investment in the New South Wales economy. And at the same time as the government share of spending in our economy is dropping, our economy is growing. In fact, it's the fastest growing economy in the country. 1.8% in the last quarter. It absolutely is. 1.8% in the last quarter. The 12 months to that quarter, the fastest of any jurisdiction in the country.
You got it wrong, Willoughby.
And unlike, Mr Speaker, other states where government spending is propping up investment, ours is driven by private sector investment. So at the same time as we're withdrawing from the New South Wales economy as it expands, the gap is being met by private sector investment. The largest contributor, Mr Speaker, is renewable energy investment, all of which would be put in danger with the election of the Liberal National One Nation government in New South Wales. We've got 2 of the 3 of those parties resolutely against it, and the third one tottering right on the edge, Mr Speaker, and that would put the state's economy, its growth, its business investment, all at risk, as the Liberal Party in particular put at risk a central pillar of their last election pitch to the people of New South Wales. Renewable energy investment, now completely removed from the history books. In addition to that, Mr Speaker, the government's able to offer crucial cost of living support for New South Wales families. A $100 discount for private car registration, reducing the weekly toll cap from $60 to $50 in New South Wales, freezing Opal fares for public transport users in the state, and permanently abolishing toll administration fees on New South Wales toll roads, something we promised to do in the election campaign. We are delivering it with this budget, Mr Speaker.
Member for Penrith?
Speaker, I seek an extension
Yes.
of time for more
Premier has an additional 2 minutes.
Mr Speaker, I can report to the House that gross debt is nearly $10 billion lower as June of this year, as it was projected to reach in the final year of the previous government, saving New South Wales taxpayers $400 million in interest payments every single year. Mr Speaker, real wages are growing again in New South Wales at 1.2%. They're laughing at that, Mr Speaker. Don't forget.
Member for Wollongong.
Don't forget. It's a deliberate strategy. A deliberate strategy of the member for Oxley.
Member for Oxley.
A deliberate strategy of the member for Oxley and the member for Albury to put downward pressure on wages for New South Wales public sector workers and those in the private sector. Well, tell me if I'm wrong.
Member for Wollongong.
Am I wrong?
Member for Tamworth. Member for Tamworth.
You want them to go up?
Being so easily drawn in.
Mr Speaker, they don't know whether they want them up or they want them down. They just know that they're against what we've done, Mr Speaker. But we know the single best way for New South Wales families to meet their obligations and cost of living is to pay them decent wages. And Mr Speaker, we've been able to do that whilst having proportionately the second lowest debt of any jurisdiction in the country and the lowest spending increase of any government anywhere in Australia, Labor or Liberal, in New South Wales. So we've been able to, over the last 3.5 years, direct funding directly to where it was needed, Mr Speaker. Frontline sector, public sector workers like police officers, nurses, firefighters and teachers. Mr. Speaker. This is a budget that invests in the people of New South Wales. And why would we want to go back to an administration that can't make a decision on fundamental questions facing our economy and is a recipe for a multi-party, three-party, four-party chaos, Mr. Speaker? It's not what New South Wales needs.